Uh, Hello all. Uh, Today, my team and I are gathered to provide you with an overview of our research and explain some of our conclusions. Our research was done in the field of sleep and circadian rhythms, and we conducted a bibliometric analysis of the top 100 cited pieces of literature. And our main piece of conclusion was that sleep and circadian rhythms can serve as indicators of neurodegeneration. We'll begin off with introducing ourselves. Then we'll discuss our methodology and results, and we'll discuss our conclusions. We'll start off. Okay, my name is Peter Faltaos. I am the first author. I am a rising senior at UC Berkeley.
Hi, I'm Adrina, and I'm a subsequent author, and I'm a rising senior at Lynbrook High School.
Hi everyone, I'm Eugen Lee. I'm a subsequent author and I'm a rising senior in Dearborn High School.
Hi, I'm Ruby Bauschar, and I'm also a subsequent author. I'm a rising senior at Livermore High School.
I'm Omar Kadia. I'm a subsequent author, and I'm a rising sophomore at California High School.
Hi, my name is Sandy. I'm a subsequent author, and I am an incoming junior at Oakland High School.
Let's begin with discussing our methodology. The top most cited research papers on sleep and circadian rhythms indexed in the Web of Science database were analyzed. Using bibliometrics, examination of the overall trends among the papers, revealing data regarding the sources, authors, affiliations, institutions, and new topics and fields of interests. Analysis of these highly cited papers downloaded from the Web of Science database reveals an important connection between neurodegeneration and disruptions, in normal sleep and circadian rhythms. By compiling and analyzing the 100 most cited sleep circadian rhythm articles in the Web of Science database with bibliometrics, elucidation of the significant relationship between neurodegeneration diseases and abnormalities in sleep and circadian rhythms. We'll begin off with discussing our results.
So this figure reveals a step-by-step flow diagram, which ultimately leads to a relevant set of research for review. The literature search process was conducted using the Web of Science database as the primary source. Initially, a comprehensive search yielded a total of 141 preliminary results. And after screening these results for eligibility, 41 studies were identified as non-eligible based, while 100 were considered eligible. From the pool of eligible studies, 57 articles were identified. And of the 57, 40 were review papers and 3 were proceeding papers.
For figure 2, we have extracted data from publishers with 4 or more senior authors distribution. To examine research productivity within sleep and circadian rhythms, we can take a look at the institutions or publishers of which the senior authors that are driving research productivity are affiliated with. And the figure here demonstrates that Oxford University Press Inc. is the most recurrent publisher that the senior authors are affiliated with a total of 14 instances. And this can be seen or attributed to Oxford University Press's advantageous printing history as the current largest university press and excellence in research, the center of passionate advancement in knowledge and learning. And in fact, Oxford University is actively encouraging submission of papers related to sleep and circadian rhythms today and continues to release reports and results from studies conducted by organizations such as Sleep Research Society and the Society for Research on Biological Rhythms. As for figure 3, it displays research areas of papers written by 2 or more senior authors of the 100 most cited articles on sleep and circadian rhythms. It is not shown in this presentation right now, but in our figure with the most relevant affiliations, we had Harvard University as the affiliation that had the most number of articles of the 100, 23 articles to be exact. And this can be attributed back to figure 3 over here, and also figure 5 later on, where you can see neurosciences and neurology being the outstanding research area. And this is because much of Harvard University's research regarding sleep and circadian rhythms have been about sleep and its relation to the brain, and thus its impact on the body, as well as sleep medicine and research on age-related diseases of the nervous system, such as Alzheimer's disease. In fact, Harvard holds its own division of sleep medicine that sponsors educational research about sleep and circadian biology. And all of this falls under the umbrella of neuroscience and neurology in particular. Hence Harvard University's relation to the neuroscience and neurology research area.
As we look at figure 4, we can notice how sleep is the most popular source with 2 or more papers included in our list of eligible sources. In fact, it is the most popular journal because it's a part of the Oxford University Press, mentioned back in figure 2. Thus, we can once again see Oxford University's thorough engagement regarding the field of sleep and circadian rhythm research. This journal is a part of the Sleep Research Society, or SRS for short, which is an organization with around 62 years worth of research. That being said, we can also notice how the journal Sleep Medicine Review is another reputable source accounting for over 10 of our top 100 cited articles. Although there are limitations in our process, this figure illustrates its prominence in the field of sleep and circadian rhythms, which allows for further development and research to be done.
Figure 5 presents the main Web of Science categories found in the top 100 articles about sleep and circadian rhythm, with neurosciences and clinical neurology being discussed the most frequently. Sleep and circadian rhythm is crucial to neuroscience as it plays a deep role in how brain cells interface with one another. For example, if sleep and circadian rhythms regularly get disrupted, it can lead to neurodegenerative diseases. Through the study of clinical neurology, many diseases/disorders related to sleep are treated and or evaluated.
Table 1 displays the 19 most cited articles of the preliminary 100, where the most cited is the Neurobiology of Depression by Nestler, and so where is the field of sleep neuroscience headed? Some of the main topics of where it's headed is increasing focus on sleep's role in learning, memory, and cognitive function, using behavioral testing and functional neuroimaging to elucidate neural mechanisms, as well as the expanded study of sleep disturbances as an early biomarker and possibly modifiable risk factor for Alzheimer's, which is the most common cause of dementia and other neurodegenerative diseases. Further characterization of the genes, cell types, neurotransmitters, and circuits that regulate sleep-wake cycles and the interactions between the circadian and sleep homeostatic processes. The development of improved animal models of human sleep disorders and circadian rhythms to enable preclinical testing of interventions, and the expanding investigation of the bidirectional relationships between sleep and psychiatric conditions like depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and anxiety.
So, what are the trending topics in sleep and circadian rhythm research? So, the trending topics in sleep and circadian rhythm research include genetics of circadian rhythm, light effects of circadian rhythms, interactions between sleep homeostasis and circadian rhythms, impact of circadian preference on behavior, timeless protein and its ability to reset the ticking of our body's clock, circadian disruption and health. So basically, numerous articles linking disturbances in circadian rhythms from shift work, sleep deprivation, or light exposure to outcomes like obesity, diabetes, mood disorders, hypertension, and Alzheimer's disease. And this basically highlights an important developing research direction.
Diving deeper into diving deeper into the key links to different neurodegenerative diseases as it comes to disruptions of the circadian rhythms and the sleep cycle. Disrupted sleep and circadian rhythms are associated with increased risk and early onset of Alzheimer's disease. Abnormal sleep may contribute to beta amyloid plaque buildup. Parkinson's disease is linked to REM sleep behavior disorder and daytime sleepiness. Restoration of normal circadian rhythms may help slow Parkinson's progression. Huntington's disease leads to sleep disturbances and circadian dysfunctions. Treatments targeting sleep and circadian rhythms may improve outcomes. In amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, sleep and breathing problems are common. Circadian disruptions is associated with reduced survival in ALS. Sleep disturbances like insomnia occur in high percentages of multiple sclerosis patients and may exacerbate symptoms. Frontotemporal dementia often co-occurs with reduced fragmented sleep patterns. Treatments to improve sleep may help slow cognitive decline. Key disadvantages to using sleep as indicator. Sleep disturbances can have many causes. Neurodegenerative conditions are just one contributor, so sleep issues alone cannot definitively diagnose a neurodegenerative disorder. There's another issue with reverse causality. It's often difficult to determine causality. Sleep disturbances may contribute to neurodegeneration, but neurodegeneration also disrupts sleep circuits. There is individual variability in sleep patterns, sleep needs, and responses to sleep deprivation. Using sleep as a biomarker may be complicated by this variable. Access to objective sleep measurements like polysomnography may be limited, making it hard to reliably assess sleep quality. Sleep changes may occur years before onset of cognitive or motor symptoms. So sleep disturbances alone cannot precisely predict timing of disease onset. Comorbid sleep disorders like sleep apnea may complicate using sleep to gauge neurodegeneration, severity, and progression. Thank you all for listening. Bye-bye.